Hello YouTube, LegoBoy1624 coming at you with another video, and this is going to be how to make a custom NASCAR diecast using this diecast and Wite-Out and Sharpies. So yep, nothing much else to say. The diecast is the Kyle Busch 2011 CBS promo diecast, and Wite-Out is just a liquid Wite-Out, and Sharpies, well, they're just Sharpies. The main thing with this is to just be original and have fun with it. So, without further ado, let's dive into this tutorial. So, obviously what you want to do is take the car out of the box, and this tutorial is just going to be how to paint the car, not do a custom box or anything, because the box is pretty much all up to you. If you're making a custom box, it's pretty much if it's a fictional car, it's whatever sponsor or number or your signature or anything like that. But if it's a real car, you want to have the team logo and all of that. So let me zoom in on this a bit, and excuse me. And first off, I'm sorry if I'm coughing a lot or anything, because that's just my health right now. And I will be doing a time lapse of me painting the car, and I will be doing a voiceover of tips and things while I'm painting it. So you're just not watching me doing a time lapse of painting the car. So first and foremost, you want to shake up your Wite-Out and make sure you have paper towels or napkins or something protecting your surface that you're working on, because Wite-Out, the liquid Wite-Out, once it's on something, it's not coming off. I've learned from experience. Unless it's your fingers, like I guess if you wash it off enough times, it'll come off. So this is a fresh bottle of Wite-Out, so I have to be very careful because it's filled to the brim. And broke the seal thingy, and yep, so let the time lapse begin. Okay, so the main thing you want to do here is just be careful to not overdo the Wite-Out and just put nice easy coats on, and obviously don't touch it. And once it's on the car for 5 to 10 seconds, after 10 seconds, if you try to push it around, it's already starting to dry, so it'll get gloppy and sticky and ball up. So we don't want that to happen. And other than that, there's nothing much else to say when it comes to whiting it out. Just try not to make big glops of it, and other than that, you'll be a-okay. And the car's done, so we'll give it about 5-10 minutes to dry, and we'll come back and start to Sharpie it. Woohoo! Alright, we are back to Sharpie the car, and what I normally like to do is do the numbers and then the hood, and then go from there. So following that procedure, I'm just going to start with the numbers, and this is going to be the number 60. Okay, so from here on out, the main thing you want to do is just be original, and don't worry if you mess up, because you can always just re-white out whatever you did. The hardest part of this car for me was what you're seeing right now, which is the Cheez-It logo on the hood. That was extremely difficult to make. It took me 3 attempts to do it, and even on the 3rd attempt, it still could have been a little bit better, but that's the best I could get it, so I just lived with it. Now the Cheez-It, there's nothing much else you can do, is just draw an orange square, and what my main goal was to have a solid red hood, and then the Cheez-It, an actual Cheez-It, and then the text Cheez-It. And what you're seeing now is the notorious Windows logo on the quarter panel. Not much else to say about that. Again, just being original. And if you don't know what the logos look like, you can always just look them up online. I did. is every time I have to look up the Windows logo because I don't remember what it looks like. But yeah, and it doesn't really matter if you do the logos right. I guess it kind of matters, but it's okay if you don't. And what you're seeing now is the headlights and taillights process. The things that I always mess up on is getting the headlights to look the same, but that's alright. There's nothing, it's not like, it's just to add detail, so that's okay. And then the taillights, it's just 2 red squares. And if you get any whiteout on the spoiler, you can just add some black Sharpie to that. And what you're seeing now is the rest of the logos. I always have the YouTube logo on the back of my car and the Snapple sun on the deck lid. So that's what I'm doing right now. And I think right now I'm making the rear bumper orange. And then this clip, I'm working on the actual paint scheme. My goal was to make a mountain of Cheez-Its pretty much. And down the side of the car. And then above that, a solid red car with some yellow streaks, and I think it looks pretty cool. Right here is just coloring in the orange, and then pretty soon I will be adding the black squares to make it look like it's actual Cheez-Its. And now you can actually see some little Sharpie on the paper towel. That's just to clean the Sharpie off because I rubbed it up against the black or the blue, one or the other. And all you can do is just wipe it off a few times on the paper towel and it'll go back to normal. And now you can see I finished the Cheez-Its on the side of the car, and I'm working on the yellow streaks. And once I finish the yellow streaks, I believe I move on to the red coloring, and then I work on the Cheez-Its on the front. So, like I said, just be original. Unless you're trying to copy a paint scheme, then I guess do the best you can with that. But not much else to say. But you can see here I'm working on filling in the rest of the car with the red. And the main rule here is do the lightest colors first, because what I mean by that is if I did the red first and then tried to do the yellow, even if I left a space for the yellow but I touched the yellow against the red, it would smear together and make like an orange streak, which I didn't want. Kind of what happened with the orange and the number. But you can just wipe it off on the paper towel. And now you can see I'm working on the Cheez-Its on the front end of the car. And as soon as I finish the Cheez-Its, I finish the red coloring on the front and then move on to the roof. And I believe that was it for the Sharpieing. Overall, this was a pretty fun car to make. It was challenging, but it was fun. And I think this is one of the best cars I made because I used most of the, there's not much white left on it. Alright, and the car is pretty much finished. Here's a 360 of it. Yeah, I'd say it's pretty much finished. So now we can put it in with the rest of the fleet, which we have Windows, YouTube, Snapple, Boscov's, Cheez-It. So I'd appreciate it if you like, comment, subscribe, and if you make any customs, please show them to me, because I'd love to see your creativity. So once again, LegoBoy1624, reminding you to join the fight to stop bullying, because if we work together, it gets better. We'll see you next time, everybody.